we'll do a season 1 recap, cold from scratch. We'll go around and each of you can start trying to remember what happened in the first episode. So, episode number 1, what happened?
Aya crashed.
I just want a break from work.
You want a break from work? Yeah, Aya crashed.
That was the main plot point. Annie's break.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was a mini arc for about 12 episodes of like how long can this break be sustained for.
Also, I mean, we still have I was just going to say, because I was going to say that you, Chad, were in a strength competition, a lift-off, but that wasn't the...
That was our...
that was secret.
Pilot.
Yeah, the secret pilot that never aired.
Yeah.
I wasn't a lift-off.
Yeah. It's like that one episode of Star Trek that never got aired.
The mystery episode.
Yeah. Which I think we still have somewhere.
I'm sure we
definitely have it.
No, I was just hanging out at Acheron's when you came flying in your crater ship.
Starbuck.
Yeah, I did some lizard running, and we made our way over to you.
You
found Pip along the way.
Mm.
Yeah, someone threw a rock at my head.
No, it was Pip.
Yeah, once we found you. Yeah, we're already on the second episode. We're cruising through.
Yeah, yeah, on episode 2 now.
Chad, didn't you die? Almost died by Lumbergast.
Yeah, he shot me in the chest. That's why I broke his thumbs.
That wasn't the same guy.
You learn something new in these recapped episodes. Things that you missed.
The guy that you called Lumbergast was the guy that had the metal skull cap. And when you went to Lumbergast, the town of which is the name and not the guy, you found him underneath the collapsed stage area where the hydrogonic came out of.
That's good.
It was the other guy. Remember the guy that you saved because a dwarf and this elf slid down the tunnel. You killed the dwarf like immediately. Yeah.
And then we kidnapped that man.
Yes.
We took him to Acheron and he stole some candlesticks.
He stole some stuff. And then while we were on the hunt for him, we went to the bakery and convinced you that a bee was a threat, I think.
There's a bee. So creative. And somehow fooled me because I have no intelligence.
I feel like over the 60 or so episodes, A has become very jaded towards what the party have been telling her.
You can see why.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's unwarranted.
I mean, that was only the second significant lie. The first was that you spent the second episode convincing me that Acheron was the mayor.
Yeah.
So that you could go and speak to the actual mayor and ask him.
Yeah, I still didn't quite follow that plan as to why.
We didn't want you to freak out the mayor. We didn't want you to I don't know, raise any suspicion. So instead, we just killed everybody that came in our path and pretended an old blind man was a mayor.
Was it? Sorry.
World champion.
Yeah, was it the second episode that we spoke about kickball?
I think so. And then I think at the end of, I think that's when I realised that he was the kickball champion. And you were in the toilet for a lot of that, Annie. Remember, you went to the bathroom and Pip was supposed to follow you in, and then it didn't happen. Yeah. And then we all had to go to the bakery because we heard a scream. Yeah. And that's when the bee lie came in. And then you two were fooling the deputy. Because I remember you were like on the door, and then you were what's her name?
Oh yeah, that's when I was like tugging at your trousers, and I'm like, hold on, are you wearing trousers? Did lizards wear pants?
Still don't know.
To establish.
Still up in the air.
Yeah, well, the baker was murdered. Potter intimidated and terrified his wife, and then you turned into was it Nellis? And then you Mike, didn't you go to her mansion, house, office? Did that happen?
I think you did, didn't you?
So the mayor's office had been destroyed by the shards from the meteorite, and so they'd set up like a temporary mayor's office.
We were going to like chase after. I thought it was Mike, but it might have been.
I think you two went out whilst me, Potter, and Pip were in the back garden.
we didn't get that far because that's when you greased up the place
Yeah.
and Carter killed
Listen,
someone.
Apollinaire Grossman.
That one.
yeah, he poisoned her to death.
Yep.
Yeah, he just blew poison spray in her face and she immediately died.
Yeah.
Oops.
Because
In
they
front
came
of
in and found
Nullist.
the real woman, and they were like, "There's something going on." And then you wanted to try and convince them that there was two of everyone.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. It's an evil twin scenario.
Yeah.
Like that was any better or less confusing.
Then we got sent to the place with the trees. Right?
Killed.
Killed. Yeah, we got
Yeah,
sent
we
to
basically
the.
got banished
Yeah. No, we went out on a mission to get the Starbucks, I thought. To kill.
because Parter killed the woman, and then he was like, "Okay, well, maybe because everyone thinks you're a murderer, leave town for a bit until everyone cools off and bring back money."
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Money to like rebuild Blackmire,
Yep, that's right.
which hasn't been done yet.
It's on our
FYI.
to-do list.
One
It's-
day,
Been
Um,
a third of a year.
yeah,
So it's been 4 months. And you haven't-
we're busy
Okay.
adventuring.
yeah.
As soon as we got to Kell, they ate a bunch of mushrooms,
Yeah, bye.
and
Which Parter told me
that's-
to, and he's the
Yeah.
mushroom expert.
yeah, and then we met the Pooch Pals, and then we met Napnar.
And
Yeah,
that's right.
girlfriend.
That's right.
Yep.
Kell,
Going on.
we got into some trouble in Keld.
yeah.
Yeah, and you only met the count and his orphans. and
Yeah.
did
So there was
whole-
the three like drinking establishments, which was the Dusty Lantern Tavern, the Svelte Mushroom Inn, and the Wretched Serpent Bar. So the Dusty Lantern is the one that's owned by the mother and daughter, Beitzel and Serial. And then you got Count Rarian that was playing on the old Joanna in
The swollen piano.
the swollen piano, the old Joanna. Yeah, and you got into Napnar's shop, owner of Glimmerdale's Goods. Made good friends with him.
Yep,
Had the Pooch Pals.
What
And-
did he do to
What
some
did
of
he-
our items?
he enchanted them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, which we never used.
I think we did. Because Pip had
I
her
think
little
Pip uses
tiara.
a little crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've used my staff once.
The Skyblinder staff, yeah. Glad I
Yeah.
gave that to you.
Oh, yeah, because the pooch, no, Jim and Nana, we got him kidnapped because they wanted to steal our. Actually, no, they did steal our Starbucks.
They did, and then
we never got it back. We found it later.
they kidnapped. They kidnapped Nard.
Knapnard.
They kidnapped Nard.
They kidnapped
Nard.
And there was a lot of fish.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they took him to the smokehouse, and we brought the Pooch
Mm.
Pals as our backup, and then we just lit them up.
Yeah. That was
And
the
got-
episode Dogs and Dark Dealings.
Yeah. We got
Yeah, they were
Napnar
very
back.
good. And then someone else got murdered.
Did we murder them?
The mean guy from the fancy pub
Yes.
with the mushrooms.
And that was the first tattoo that you found. It was the Colonel that was insulting you
Same circumstances.
in the
as
Svelte
the
Mushroom
bakery.
Inn.
I
Was
don't
that when
remember.
someone said that there was someone with a hat and a broom?
Yeah, like
Yes.
same as the bakery murder. And that's when
Yep.
we're like,
Oh,
there's
okay.
a trend, serial killer.
Then we left
then-
the Pooch Pals with Napnar.
Yeah.
But not before seeing one of Chad's old acquaintances, who actually is the mayor of Keld.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the French Drow,
Yes. All drows are French.
which yeah. And then she
Yeah,
sent
and
us
she-
on a mission.
Yeah, we killed the blue dragon Vaughn that was like yelling in the street for a fight.
Yeah, Nabasta.
That's right.
That's when Pip the Powerful came out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What about the guy that was looking for his wife?
That's a little bit later when you left
Yeah.
Keld.
Oh,
Yeah.
But that was when we found the werewolf man that lived in our bed. This was sound
That was-
mental for anyone.
that was a-
listening
that was
who
a-
hasn't watched this.
That was a real weird thing we dropped in there.
Yeah,
I
it was like
don't-
one of the last people from a caravan that had been ambushed by a pack of gnolls, and he was like heavily scarred up, and so Parter took him in like a stray puppy and just tucked him up in bed, and then you immediately left Kell.
Didn't we go from Keld to the mushroom,
Yeah.
like the zombie house, and we
Mm.
So
killed
that
that
was the
family?
help. The place we were staying in Kell. It
Yeah,
was
the
their
Dusty
mushroom
Lantern.
delivery.
Yeah, they needed mushrooms, so we went and investigated.
That's how we found. I'm sorry, but after that, that's how we found that there was a dead body, because we went to the snooty pub to show off that they were getting mushrooms. But that was our only goal there, was just to rub it in his face, and then he was dead. But he wasn't dead, and he just
Showed
didn't care
him.
that he was dead.
Yeah, you certainly did.
So yeah, then we met a zombie family, killed them, broke into a house, and killed zombies in there too, I think.
Yeah, and there was a vision of a palace of 1,000 mushrooms.
Yeah. You went to Pizza Land, as you call it. But
Pizza Land,
it's
yeah.
Pizza Land.
Yeah, and then basically all we did is we got a bunch of mushrooms and took them back to the Dusty Lantern, right?
Mm-hmm. And
You did.
I mean, there was wasn't there like a whole spread of disease that was coming out of the house, but we just kind of ran away from it.
Well, you went to the family's farm, murdered the family inside the farm by creating a zombie pata sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, I think, the first instance of Mike's corpse angeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Potter got stuck in between the father and the son zombie, right?
Yes.
And the house got greased.
The house got
forget that.
heavily greased.
And he
Yep.
turned into a horse again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, where did we go from there?
No, you went
Then
from
we went
that
to the big
farm
mansion.
to the mansion. And the mansion seemed to be the epicenter of all of this, all these yellow disease vines.
That's right.
Was that our first encounter with one of the god people?
That would have been your third encounter.
Oops.
But the first one that you realised.
Oopsies. Yeah, then we went back to Keld.
Yeah. No, wait. Yeah, no, we did. Sorry, that's when we found
Yeah.
out of the body.
Yeah. But then I can't remember where we went from.
Then
there.
we went on the quest about finding the man that Annie was talking about, his wife. The bard that we
That's
met on
right.
the road.
Yeah.
But not after we went to the house, showed off about the mushrooms to the dead man.
Yep.
And then also told the mayor that we would help fight.
We would do something.
We basically said that we would either help fight or send people like mercenaries to help fight. We just took the money. We never did it.
Yeah,
correct. Did we go to the university town?
So before all that
Not yet.
happened, the last thing you found out in Keld was that the colonel was dead, and that you found this tattoo on him, and he was killed with a stiletto, not a shoe, a knife. And then asking around, you found that it was a suspicious character with a wide-brimmed hat and a broom and a robe. And then we went, took a left turn for Halloween, which you all played members of the Swiftmoor Horde. What do you remember about the Swiftmoor Horde?
Yeah. There was a jelly wall in a mine.
Yeah, there was a jelly wall in a mine, and then we found the thumb, and then we fought a caravan of orcs. Were they orcs? What were they?
No, they were they're barbarians, but they
Barbarians,
were
that's
the
what
half giants.
Half giants.
Yeah, the
killed all them.
Goliaths. Yeah.
When did we fight them?
They killed me, and then I came back.
Oh, sorry,
as,
before
like,
that. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
right
that
at the end.
though.
Yeah, that was right at the end. Yeah.
Between that, we went to a little halfling village and killed people for no reason.
Yeah. One of you, I can't remember which, my memory fails me here, but one of you pushed one of the halflings through a harp. Like
That was Josh.
That sounds like Josh. Yeah.
It's like silly putty where you just push a harp
right.
onto somebody. Which I don't think would work because there's bones and stuff. That wouldn't happen, but it sounded cool.
I have no recollection at all. I remember Jim-Bam-Ram. Is that from this
Jim
one?
Jim Jam Jamaram.
That's from Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim made a sexy skeleton.
I didn't make him.
Yes, you did.
Maybe.
That was the Bone Daddy stuff.
Yeah.
You got
I think
really
you came up.
carried away.
Who came up with Bone Daddy? That was you, I think, Cleo.
Obviously, Cleo.
No, because we kept calling it Bone Buddy, and then Annie said, I thought you were saying Bone Daddy, and that's when I was like, Bone Daddy?
What? It sounds
It
like
was-
something silly would
It
say.
was Annie.
Yeah. Okay.
I was
Yeah.
just calling him Bone Buddy.
I've made me very uncomfortable, that relationship anyway.
Me too.
Alice, you were encouraging it. You know you were.
I don't know. I think he does all right on his own.
Wasn't there a part where the thumb man that was running away, you just like slapped on the butt as you went past?
Again,
And by Jim, I mean Tim.
Yeah, it was Tim.
Yeah, Tim did
That was
that.
not a self-insert.
Tim did that. Yeah, and then we fought the barbarians and killed them, and we're victorious. And we should go back and visit those guys again at some point.
We don't know
Maybe.
anything about them in character, though.
Maybe you will.
No, I know, but as out of character people.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense.
What do you remember about your alts, your bad guy alternatives, even though you're not?
I was a hobgoblin who liked to squat.
That's true. Do you remember your name?
Grr.
It was Gur the Manslayer,
Yeah.
aka Bone Daddy.
Bone Daddy.
How about you, Alice? Do you remember your?
I remember that I was massive, and all my descriptions that you gave me were just like 2 words.
Yeah.
So I had like barely any backstory. It was like, hate everyone. Just like really.
Yeah. I gave everybody like 2 or 3 paragraphs, like per other person, and then apart from Gauzer Battleaxe, who is illiterate and can barely think, it just had like 2-word descriptions for everybody.
I remember that me and Josh knew each other, and that both of us hated the Jim Jammed Man family.
That's true. And also Bromk, who was Josh's character, had a crush on Gauzer.
Yes, he kept smelling my hair when we were in the roller coaster in the night. It's weird.
It was just confessing that I was just blowing my face. But actually, it was just like grabbing handfuls of shit. And then Annie, your little kobold warlock, Vess Coalcutter.
I knew there was a B.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about her apart from vicious mockery.
Yes.
That was
Oh
a
yeah,
good
you
song.
just told him he looked like a thumb.
You look like them.
Made him cry.
I think I was trying to. I think that's because that's the only thing I remember, and I think even in that when we were filming, that's the only thing I read. So I think I stayed quiet for the entire thing, and I remember just curling my hair, doing that, and then when it was my time to talk, I was like, "You look like a thumb." I don't remember saying anything else.
Yeah, I do feel a little bit bad because I did want that spontaneity for those 2 episodes, so I did just give everybody their new characters like on the day, like 10-15 minutes before we started filming. It's like, here you go, here's like 500 words backstory and a brand new character sheet, go.
It was good though. I feel like it took a little bit to find our footing, but by the 2nd episode, we were getting up to our usual dumb shenanigans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like the context of it is doing a work day in the Gamer Network offices and then dressing up like Halloween characters, but we were then at the time filming ahead, so it was probably like August.
I think it was July. I think it was before our Manchester show.
It was something absolutely crazy.
And having to walk up while everyone was still at work to the studio and dresses with the Wizard of Oz characters.
It was the 21st of August.
It was,
yeah.
Being delirious anyway. Remember you being delirious, Annie?
Yeah. It's like a really hot mid-August day dressed in full costume. It was.
I was in stress mode with work and had a mental breakdown.
But covered in green paint.
Yeah, everyone's reading their characters, and when like you just need to concentrate, and then everyone's getting excited and like laughing about all the stuff, and I was just like, shut up. Just couldn't read.
Great.
So after you left your evil alts for the Halloween episode, because Pip's not here, I'll fill in a little bit. We go into the episode Pip's Past, where Pip goes to try and find, like she's heard about her clan. You employ the Pooch Pals to navigate them to an area where you last spotted this orc encampment. This is all based off of Glorandal's mission. who was the elf that was sitting on the bluff playing his flute. No, playing his
Lute.
lute, not the flute, but the lute flute. The flute is the lutes. And yeah, he sent you guys off to find his wife Marielle, saying that she'd been captured by orcs, but he couldn't go and look for her because he had like 2 young children, and there was shift incompatibilities. I feel like he probably could have done more. That's just me.
And he'd been looking for her for years. We found her, and we're terrible at anything, and yet we still found her.
Well, to be fair, the pooch pals found them, and then you just went in and wrecked stuff.
Yeah, he was just standing there and like doing nothing. Like
Asking people.
It's the most he did.
Yeah. So I mean, like, judge him as you will, but then you did meet his wife, so maybe there was a reason.
Yeah, I wouldn't have looked for her either, knowing how ungrateful she'd be.
So whilst looking for the orcs, you found that the orc encampment was deserted, full of dead orc bodies. But
that's when I first brought Costa into fruition. So
yes.
I remember that.
Yes. By this point as well, actually, there was you'd already found Bando and Fandom.
Oh yeah, that was at the mushroom house, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were locked up in these little experimental cages. Well, they weren't. The cages weren't experimental, but what they were doing with them were experimental.
I remember that was I remember Khalil, you and me sitting watching, waiting for them
to realize what was happening.
Yeah.
We knew
like
what was
about
happening.
5 minutes before it happened.
Yeah, you and I were talking. We were like, so they're gonna get like these things, right? And Annie and Ellie were just like looking around, and
then you just saw
This is for us. What is it?
So happy.
Didn't we then find the sunken church?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was in this chunk of a few episodes.
Yeah, that's when the door was like a magic door.
Yes.
And that was after the 3 doors that caused more confusion than probably should have.
The sexy doors.
Sexy doors. Yeah.
So there was 3
Sex
holes.
doors.
There was a hole on the floor, a hole on the ceiling, and then a hole in the middle.
Can't say the 3 doors was the sex god.
The 3 holes of the sex god, and you got to choose which way you want to go.
No.
It had a little engravings of a prostrate man, not a prostate man, but a prostrate man. A man on his back swinging from a rope, and then a man, I think it was just driving forward, like striding forward quite confidently.
We got through there, and then we had to riddle with the door, and then we made it through to all the sort of entranced. Yeah, it was all the entranced grungs, and we had to lure them out with the sexy god swinging in the sky.
Have to do it that way,
but it worked.
That's the way it happened.
It worked.
Wasn't it like a golden grung or something? What was that?
Yeah.
Blup.
But,
Isn't that when?
Yeah.
Mike got in the tomb. The coffin, not the tomb.
Yeah, Pip got in there first,
Didn't work.
but failed her religion check. Saw nothing. And then Mike was like, "Well, it's a tomb. It's a nice place to just go and have a bit of a lie down," and so did. And yeah, it was approached by the gods. Your first direct interaction with God.
there was a painting on the wall as well of a 5-headed dragon. I can't remember who said it, but at one point we were like, maybe we're the dragon, and we were like trying to bleed on the painting.
Because they're all painted in different things. Like one was charcoal, one was with chalk, etc., etc.
Yeah. I don't remember where we went from there. I know we got out.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Where did we go?
That's what I'm trying to remember. Did we go back to Kell?
Oh yeah, we went back to Blackmire via wherever the man and his wife lived with the ungrateful wife, because we found her in the Ola. And then she was very ungrateful, but he was grateful, and they gave us food. I think I got a loot, and I think he gave us some money.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And then
that
we
much.
went then it was the guy with the straps.
The
Yes.
one that I don't like that stole my job.
Really silly job. Yeah.
Surefoot.
Bastard.
No, was it Surefoot or was it Hardfoot?
He was so smug.
Surefoot, I thought.
I think it is Surefoot, yeah.
It took us right back to the beginning.
Yeah, it took you right back to Blackmire.
Blackmire, that's where it took us.
Yeah. Back home. And then after that, because you're in that general area, you wrapped up your business in Blackmire and you set off to get some revenge on Lumberghost. Either the person or the place.
But wait, not before the gnome heist.
No, not before the Gnome heist. Because whilst you're still in
Good
Blackmire,
call.
yes, you in fact did go to all the way back to
Pollinea?
Apollinaire Grossman, her mansion.
I was so jealous. A massive FOMO. I wanted to go with you.
You drunk, you fell asleep. I had to
Yeah.
carry you home. And I was too good to go stealing gnomes from someone's house.
Yeah, we snuck in, stole some gnomes, broke into their house, found their
tried to-
secret basement.
You were the peephole.
Yeah. And-
The peepee hole. It was gone.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was not a pee-pee hole. That's a different hole.
There was another third type of hole that she was talking about. And
No.
You know.
Yeah, I feel like we should have found more creepy stuff in there, but we just stole their gnomes and hoofed it, right?
Yeah, because there was a little bit of a thing. You ran up and were just doing knock knock. What's that thing? Knock knock run game.
Not
That-
Dungeon
ding.
Jam.
That's the
Ding
one.
dong ditch?
Yes, that one too.
What?
Ding dong ditch.
Ding dong ditch.
Yeah. Never heard that?
We put your ding dong in a ditch.
Dungeon
Oh,
Ding
not another
dong.
thing to put that in.
Uh-oh.
Ding dong ditch.
Ditch.
Yeah, or knock
Ring
down
the
ginger.
doorbell. Knock down ginger. What do you? That doesn't make any sense.
Putting a ding dong in a ditch does.
Ding dong ditch. Not down.
Yeah, because knock down ginger is like knocking on like the gingerbread house.
If you say so. I don't know.
Whatever.
We do say so. If you Google ding dong ditch, what comes
Yeah.
up? Knock knock ginger.
Because you're searching from google.co.uk probably.
Also, no, it says it's .com, Khalil, I'll have you know.
Sure.
But knock knock ginger. I thought it was knock down ginger.
I thought it was knock down ginger as well.
I'm typing in ding dong ditch at the same time. We'll see.
I mean, your search histories are all going to be flagged as something weird,
Yeah, true that.
if it isn't already.
So yeah, after the gnome heist, and you got effigies of these very intricate characters that you've never met before and would not know in character, but have some kind of special meaning. That is when you went to look for Lumberghost.
Yeah, with Johnny's character.
Yes, the Baron.
Baron the dwarf.
Yes,
whose
Baron Braun
brother-
Envil.
His brother's gone missing,
Mm-hmm.
and his uncle was building a
Robot.
robot.
Flesh boy.
Flesh boy.
Oh my
Best friend.
gosh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Colonel Chip.
That's when I was trying to get people to go with the Flend, but no one got it, so they didn't carry on.
And when you helped Baron like finish off Colonel Chip, you had to choose like what kind of golem you want him to be. So you could be an envoy, or a juggernaut, or a skirmisher.
We went with
Juggernaut?
Yeah, you went with juggernaut.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we went to Lumberghost and found
And that's also where you
Oh,
met the Revenant and the
yeah.
undead person in the woods that you
We were
convinced to
really
help you.
quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
we came across the dance party.
Which wasn't
That's
really when we were like, we thought it was a lot closer than it was, but it was really we didn't walk into it. We had to
We
walk
thought
to
we thought it was a dance party, but it was like this big sphere in the middle of their camp.
oh yeah, like a nightclub.
Yeah, it was a nightclub, and then Mike was rolling around on the floor.
Checking
Yes,
people's ankles.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
no one there.
Yeah, you're like, well, I'm going to go. And you're about 200 yards away from the entrance, crawling on your belly.
didn't Potter
And
let
there's
loose
bears.
some polar
Yeah.
bears inside the club?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did let them loose, and then was like crying when they were dead. Like that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. And then the
Potter did
dragon-
not have a lot of luck with his summoned creatures for the Christmas episode.
And then when the dragon was dead, that's when we found that the guy that we kept as a briefcase was still alive, and we didn't know what to do with him, so we broke his thumb.
That's right. Didn't the dragon die from like an explosive punch from?
Yeah, it
the
was like
boy?
a really cool like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Iron Giant.
Colonel Chip was
Colonel Chip.
in a bad way, and so he sacrificed himself
That's right.
to save it
He
all.
was a beautiful soul.
It was
Oh, and
really
there was octopuses as well.
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
octopuses.
6-second octopuses
Yeah.
lasted for all of 6 seconds before they got
Yeah.
destroyed. So I think that's a good place to end part 1 of our 2-part season 1 recap leading into season 2 of episode 63
Already
of
started.
Roll Over and Die.
It's so
It's a lot
efficient.
of numbers.
Yeah, add them all together, and there's the combination. There's my pin number. No, good job. Yeah, so I'd like to thank everybody tuning in. Hopefully, that's been somewhat helpful to refresh everybody's memories. And for everybody new that's joining, maybe it's a good place to start if you want to jump into season 2. So from everybody here at Roll Over and Die, if you'd like to now plug your social media, now is an amazing time to do so. So at the top, we have Annie.
at Annie_squirrel.
And then we have Alice. Oh, no, we have Khalil. Then there's Alice. Wait your
At-
turn.
At Nick Cave and the Chad Seeds.
Nice.
Hey, I have subscribed.
Yep.
ALECYE.
And I'm at Lord Southgate. Remember, if you know what to do, roll over and die.
Sorry that we made it more confusing than it was before.